Hey everybody, what's up? This is Sweezy's World. Could be a world. Thanks for stopping by, man. Do appreciate it. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I tried to. The weather kind of held up. It's kind of icky right now. It's kind of cold and rainy at the moment, but hey, it is what it is. So, I do like to talk a few things about what's going on in the world, what interests me, and at some point, I hope they interest you. And I also like to have a little biblical reference, before I start. And today's no different. Okay, as you know. So, okay. Uh, what is crooked cannot be made straight, and what is lacking cannot be counted. Amen? All right. Ecclesiastes 1:15. Is our country on the verge of becoming a socialist country? I ask you that question. How long do you think it may take for us to become a socialist country? I say, if things don't change, that within the next 10 years or less, we will be a fully socialist country, and we will never be more sadder. Just saying. But we'll put it in there. The people will vote this crap in. Look what's going on in New York City. They're going to make this communist a freaking mayor of New York City because he promises so much free stuff. Everybody wants free stuff. Forget about who's paying for it. He's going to tax the rich or those who make over a certain amount of money. Those people can't afford it. I mean, it's too expensive there anyways. They'll leave. They're already leaving. Large corporations are getting ready to shut down some of their businesses in New York City. There'll be thousands of people out of work. So that's thousands of more people who are going to want free stuff. You got to get it from somewhere. So just saying, can that happen on a national basis? Now, Mondani was not born here, so he can never be president, but he could be governor. He could ruin the whole complete state, New York State. And he will. Guaranteed. It's a guarantee. You have to believe me. You stand by and watch. When this happens, you'll see. But people like this are happening all over everywhere. AOC, socialist. Bernie Sanders, who couldn't get elected dog catcher, but he's a socialist. He's a diehard socialist. But you got these little socialists popping up everywhere, running for mayors, running for city councils. They're infiltrating and taking over. It's a fact. Don't take my word for it. It's a fact. So I ask you again, how long before this country already, it's kind of already a lost country per se, but how long will it take before us to become a complete socialist country? Sometime between next November and 5 years. I say 5 years. 28 election, depending on who wins a 28 election, whether this country turns to Marxist, socialist, communist kind of a country. Because what we've got now, they're just, it's so disruption. It's terrible. And, the lawlessness and, which could lead to a civil war. How long before a civil war? That's another question, one side keeps pushing the other side's going to keep pushing back, and at some point somebody's going to meet in the middle, and it's going to be Katie by the door. I mean, that's just a fact. I mean, it's a fact. So if you're not prepared for it mentally, you got to be prepared mentally. You got to have all your stuff. You got to have your food and all that kind of stuff. But you're going to have to be mentally prepared for all this crap. Okay? I mean, it's a foregone conclusion. Trust me, foregone conclusion. Better be ready. One other last thing. Are we going to war in Venezuela? Are we sending this massive amount of naval firepower just to take down little drug boats? Maybe a cartel here and there. I don't know. I think not. I think, of course, it's all about oil. It's all about fuel, all about gasoline. But I think within the year, we'll be at war with Venezuela and whoever else is on their side. I think probably sooner. I could be wrong, but probably sooner. And we need to be ready for that too, because when something like that happens, and something like socialists take over America, and that happens, you're going to have empty shelves in your grocery stores. There'll be a lack of food, lack of resources. It's a given. It's a foregone conclusion. It's a given. Socialism, Marxism does not work. At least in this atmosphere, all right? At least in this hemisphere, I should say. So keep that in mind, all right? Enjoy life. I say enjoy life, but prepare for the worst, Pray for the better and prepare for the worst. That's all we can do. So, okay. Till next time, it's nothing but love for you guys. I really mean it. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Hope you have a great week. I hope it's not raining where you're at, because it's raining here. All right, then. We'll talk to you later.